Yo, what is up, everybody? It is your boy, YouLoveNicktana, back again with an episode of Tana's Eye View. Guys, we are back. I am so sorry. I told y'all I was going to start making the podcast more frequently and being on track with the podcast, but I've actually just been absolutely packed and busy with everything, which I will get into in a minute. But let me introduce myself. Let me introduce the pod again. This is Tana's Eye View, the podcast about everything gaming and all gaming. I'm going to be your host for today, Nicktana. If you guys like this podcast, make sure you guys rate this 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, wherever you guys listen to your podcast. Leave a comment, leave feedback if you guys have any feedback. I'm very big on if anything needs to be improved for the podcast. Like if you guys want me to talk about certain stuff, or if you guys think that I rambled a little too much on certain things, just let me know. Honestly, I want to make the podcast the best it could possibly be, and with your guys' feedback, we could definitely do that. Share with a friend if you enjoyed and all that good stuff. And if you guys want to check out more of me, like I said, my name is Nicktana. You can find me on all social platforms at YouLoveNicktana. I stream on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, possibly more, which I will get into why in a second. But if you guys want to check out more of me, man, twitch.tv/YouLoveNicktana. And now we can get into where I have been. The podcast have been kind of, I don't remember the last time I exactly recorded, but we did episode 18 a while ago, and that's when we talked about the pregame for E3, not E3, the Summer Games Pass, which is basically E3. But other than that, I recorded an episode after that. I just really wasn't feeling the way I was talking on the podcast, and I was with a few guests, and I kind of feel bad for not uploading the episode, but I just didn't like the way I sounded. I sounded very unconfident with my answers and like the way I was talking about certain articles and stuff like that, so I just never ended up posting it. But I have been trying to record episodes of the pod before this move that I was doing, and they just never got published. I was going to talk more about like what my summer's game fest and what I liked and what I didn't like and all that stuff, but it just never ended up happening. And then I ended up moving. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I did post that I was going to be taking a break. And the reason I took that break is because I've been in the process of moving. Me and my family have moved to a new location, and I'm absolutely blessed to be in this location. We got a new house. I got my new little studio downstairs I've been absolutely loving and trying to make to perfection. I'm just trying to make it look like home. I'm trying to make it feel like home. And day in and day out, I've just been going and working on it, and I've been absolutely loving it. I have a lot more area to work with. And now Morgan isn't sharing a room with me, so she's going to have her own office upstairs. So she said I can get the whole basement to myself to make it my little man cave and recording studio. And I'm also going to be using this for another channel that I'm going to be doing in the future with a few of my friends, which is more to come. But yeah, we've been in the process of moving. It's been taking a while. For the most part, we have everything moved in, but we still have to do a little bit of stuff here and there. If you guys have ever moved before, shit sucks, man. Like, I hated the move. It was absolutely terrible, bro. Like, just going through everything. Do I want to keep this? Do I not want to keep this? Oh, here's a bag full of clothes. Here's more bags of clothes. Oh, let's get this out. And it's never perfect, bro. I don't think a move has ever went perfect for anybody. It's just nothing but stress. It's nothing but, you're always going to run into problems. So, but thankfully, man, ever since it's been about 2 weeks, I think like not last Sunday, but the Sunday before that, I'm recording on August 2nd. I forgot what day that would have been, but, it's been a process, but we've been moved in for about a week and a few days now, and slowly but surely getting everything in. It took me a while to get my setup set up. That's my setup. But I had to wait for a few things to come in. I had to also wait for an Ethernet cord to come in. I had to get a longer Ethernet cord. I had to get a mount for my camera, and I also had to get a new chair. I'm actually recording this, and I'm not going to show you guys, but I'm actually in a lawn chair from outside because I don't have a game chair. Don't worry, I did order one. I'm not completely out of the loop. I had to order one, but as of right now, I'm sitting in a lawn chair, which actually isn't that bad, bro. Like, my other chair felt like it was worse. And that's crazy. If I can say a $20 lawn chair feels better than my $200 something game chair that I have, man. Like, my dumbass still orders those like gaming chairs. Like, what are they like? They're like gamer. They're called gamer chairs. I should have just ordered an ergonomic chair. I don't know why I keep on ordering these gamer ass chairs. I think they look cool, but they are not comfy at all. It's literally just for the aesthetics, bro. I promise. So yeah, guys, I'm trying to get back in the swing of things, man. I feel a little rusty right now. Honestly, sitting here just recording and just talking to the camera. I haven't done this in so fucking long. It just feels crazy, man. I was kind of nervous to come back, and rightfully so, man. I'm just trying to get back in the groove of things and just kind of get back into my zone. But it will come surely, slowly but surely, I would say. Other news for me, and then we'll get more into the gaming news. I actually did get a new job too. If you guys don't know, I used to work in a factory. I used to make machine parts, or medical parts. I was a production worker, and now I'm actually working somewhere else, which is cool because I'm working less hours to have more time at home. Yes, I am losing out on a lot of money by doing that, but at the same time, it's like a fresh restart. Which I kind of did want to talk about that. Like, you don't have to take whatever I say by law. Like, I'm not the man to like, my word is not law. Like, whatever I say, take with a grain of salt. You can listen to me if you want, but my advice is my advice. I've been through it or whatever else. But I will say one thing, and you guys can think of it any way you want to, but I don't think money is happiness all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I've been to the point to where it's like, I was working 60 hours a week and I was able to get whatever I want. But with that game, it was like less time to do whatever I wanted to do. Less time seeing my kid grow up. Less time being here for people who needed me, especially working on third shift, not being home at night. That's a scary thing, believe it or not, man. So now by doing this, hopefully I can get to that same amount that I was making before, but working less hours. But you got to start somewhere. I'm not going to start off at like making the same amount I did. If it was that easy, everybody would be doing it, right? It's a fresh start, new faces, new type of work. I'm just very eager to get into everything. I've been enjoying the people, enjoying the job, regardless. But it's been a setback. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It has been a setback, but it's for the better, and I know it is going to be for the better. So, we've just been doing that, man. New job, new place, new life. Everything feels new, man. Like, everything is, it's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. I'm excited for everything, honestly. I forgot who said this, to be honest, but it also goes back to me saying it was like, successful people, it was something along the lines like, you can't be comfortable all the time. Like, you can't be you got to be used to being uncomfortable, man. Like, the people that could sit there and deal with uncomfortable situations and strive through them are going to be the most successful people in life. And I'm testing myself. I'm testing something new. I'm taking a chance on myself. I'm taking a chance on my content. Because with that being said, guys, with a lot of time that I will be taking off, that's going to be more time to record episodes of the podcast, more time to stream, more time to make YouTube videos. I'm taking a chance on myself. And it's about that time, man. Like, I'm 26. I still got a lot of time, man, but I just want to put money on myself and say, look, I could do this. And in order for me to do that, it had to take change, man. I was killing myself doing what I was doing, working 60 hours. Imagine doing that with more energy and more time and whatever else. I think it'll be for the better. And I'm just excited. I'm excited, but I'm also nervous. But like I said, man, I got to put myself through those uncomfortable situations to see what I could do with it. You know what I'm saying? Be comfortable with uncomfortable and try to push through that and see what I can do and take a chance on myself, man. Because I have confidence in myself. I have confidence in my ability, and I'm just ready to get to it, man. But without me rambling, man, I've been rambling for a few minutes now. Again, let me give a shout out to you guys though too. If you guys have been listening to Tana's Eye View, first thing I want to do is thank you guys, because I have still been looking at the podcast numbers and it has been nothing but love. Even with me being offline, the numbers have been nothing but going up. Apple has been reaching out to me and stuff like that, saying you guys have been enjoying it. So seriously, thank you guys for everything, for listening, all the comments on YouTube, all the feedback on every podcast listening site. It has been amazing, even with me not being here, and I'm gonna return that to you guys, and it's I will. So thank you guys for whoever's been enjoying this, if this has been the source to get your guys' news or just to hear about gaming or my opinions. Honestly, that shit means the world to me. Or just to hear me talk, man. If you guys really enjoy my content that much, you guys just want to hear another side of me, or just to get things off my chest and see shit in my eye view, that's love. And I do appreciate you guys for that. And I'm going to make sure that I keep on returning that love back to you guys. So without further ado, man, I got to get into the first topic of the day. If you guys have been listening to Tana's Eye View, you guys know every topic. For the first topic of Tana's Eye View, we talk about Elden Ring, because I give you guys an update on where I'm at and how I've been doing, and a lot of you guys been loving it, so I gotta give you guys the scoop. Ever since I have not been recording the pod, I have, and I will confirm, your boy did beat Elden Ring. All right, hold the applause, hold the applause, hold the applause. He did beat Elden Ring. That was the best gaming experience and the worst gaming experience I ever had in my life. Let me give you guys the rundown of everything that happened when I was offline. Basically, we were grinding, and I forgot where I left off last time when talking on the pod about everything, but I ended up making it to like the giant mountains in that ice area, grinding out that whole entire area. The fire giant wasn't a terrible boss. It was actually one of my favorite bosses. Not like my favorite, favorite. I think he was just my favorite to fight. I think it was just a cool boss in general, and the animations and the design of him was very cool. But we ended up doing that. Obviously grinding the tornado area. We ended up doing that, and after we started grinding those areas, let me tell y'all something, all right? For anybody who has played Elden Ring, if you guys know about that tornado area, man, that shit sucks. The crumbling azul or whatever it's called, that place is hell. Okay, from the dragons that are there, I still haven't beaten the Placidus dragon. I have not beaten that dude. That dude is tough. I haven't beaten him yet. The Godskin duo that you have to verse there is absolutely cheese, bro. That shit sucked. Like, the Godskin duo really isn't that, like, okay. The Godskins, I wouldn't say really is that hard of a boss. It is the skinny one. The skinny boss is very, very easy. I think his moves are easy to time out and avoid and shit like that. It's the bigger boss that just, like, you cannot dodge. He is just way, way, way too fast. And he just, and he just gets you, man. I was doing that Godskin duo boss forever. For the longest time, my dude. Like, it was bad, man. The build, I ended up, like, okay, so I didn't tell you guys, I ended up switching my build, actually, because I like the Godskin Peeler so much that I ended up rocking that weapon for the rest of the game, and it was a great choice. It was a good but risky choice. Because it scales off dexterity and stuff like that, but it really wasn't the best weapon. I think katanas are still the top weapon in the game if you're going to rock like a katana build or anything. But at the same time, like I just kind of wanted to do something different. Was it like, oh, like, what's the word, bro? Like, I wasn't being, like, different by running it. It was just more of, like, I just wanted to not run katanas. Like, something in my head just told me I didn't want to cheese through the game. And katanas felt like I was just cheesing through everything. Dual katanas, just getting that bleed off. It was a cheese. It felt like a cheese way to win everything. And I just wanted to do something different, bro. Because I was finally starting to... Sorry, let me take a sip of that G Fuel, not sponsored. It was like I was starting to get the game and enjoying it to the point to where like I just wanted to make the most badass character with the armor I wanted to rock and the weapon that I wanted to rock, and I just wanted to win the game the way I wanted to. And I saw that Godskin peeler and I was like, oh yeah, we rocking this. I was like, this thing is nice. I was like, we rocking the Godskin peeler for sure. So I did, and I started rocking Ronnie's hat, and I started rocking Blaine's armor, and we were getting to it, man. It was fun. It was fun, man. So I ended up switching to that, and then also I rocked incantations in my other hand. So with that, I was also rocking stuff to where like I could poison. I had dragon spells that I was rocking, so I could do like the Scarlet Rot. I was doing the bleed with the swarm of flies. The build was fun, and I was also doing stuff to where I could like upgrade my attack in the actual Godskin peeler itself. I forgot what it was called. I think it's like Vike's Lightning Bolt or something like that. But we ended up rocking that too, just to get a little bit more power in the weapon and stuff like that. But it was a cool little build. The final boss, I fought the Radagon for 6 hours at least. I tried fighting him for 3 hours, one stream, couldn't beat him. Got off, thought about it, and I did one full stream until I finally beat him. And I teared up a little bit, man. I teared up, and the reaction was live on Twitch, man. And it was just like everybody sat there and watched, and it was crazy to see everything at the end. And just like finally beating him, and just like all the work I put in, it finally paid off, man. That was the best gaming experience I ever had. And I am officially here to say I am the biggest, dumbest person saying that game wasn't going to live up to the hype or its expectations. And it definitely proved me wrong. I am now a FromSoft fanboy, and I just want to play all the games now. I think I'm going to play Demon Souls next. Either that or Bloodborne, because I have Bloodborne. But Demon Souls looks absolutely cool too. So I should be playing more in the future. I think what I want to do though too is I do want to start a new game plus just to do the side quest. I really messed up at the beginning of the game. Don't be like me, y'all. If you guys are gonna play Elden Ring, look up a guide. Don't be the guy to be like, oh, I don't want to look up a guide, I want to figure everything out on my own, because that's the type of person I was, and it didn't pay off at all. People do the suffering for you so you could figure it out, man. And I just passed up a bunch of side quests. I missed a lot of bosses and stuff, and it just felt unfun at first, and it felt like a chore. So I never really took it seriously, man. But like, once you learn the game and you learn what you want to do and the weapons you want to run and the type of build you want to do and how to actually play the game and how it works, then you start really just enjoying it, and you're good on your own. But look up a guide and just learn, because it's a learning curve, man. That game is a learning curve, because like you just got to know what you're doing, and you just got to do it. Like it's such a different game. All From Software games are like, they feel the same, but like it feels like its own genre. You know what I'm saying? But like once you figure out how to play that genre and you know how to beat it, oh dude, you're gonna love it forever. But Your boy beat Elden Ring, so that is the final update on the Elden Ring updates for the Tana's Eye View. Unfortunately, guys, but I did beat the game. So yeah, man, but on to the next one. Man. FromSoft is actually working on a game right now, and they should be almost done with this soon, or they're pretty damn close. So I'm not gonna be wrong on this game. I know that for sure. So, yeah. With that being said, we're gonna get on to topic number 2, though. The word on the street is that Sony is scared that people are going to be buying Xbox now that Call of Duty is going to be on there. And we could talk about that too, because there was also other news saying that like Call of Duty isn't going to be coming out with new games anymore. They're just going to be coming out with paid DLC. So we'll take one step at a time and start off with the Sony being a little frightened that they're going to think they think their competition is going to be lose to Xbox. I think they need to be more worried about not having consoles available whenever they can. The thing that Microsoft does right and that Xbox does right, you could go anywhere and buy an Xbox Series S. They're available everywhere. Amazon, Best Buy, Target, Myers, everywhere. You could buy an Xbox. Is it the highest end? Is it the Xbox Series X? No. But even then, those are more available than PS5s are. PS5s just aren't available. I get it. There's a chip shortage. There's obviously a reason why they can't get them out there. Scalpers, understandable. But they need to focus on like getting a lower end version of that out and available. Which they have the Pro. It's not the Pro. It's like they have the disc version, the non-disc version, but it doesn't matter because scalpers are getting to them regardless. I think let me look real quick. I don't know if the Series S is the same price as the cheapest version of PlayStation. You can get a Series S for about $300. And you could get the cheapest PS5. A lot of the times it's with a bundle, but we're still talking like $400. I bought my PlayStation through a bundle, bro. GameStop be taxing on them bundles, man. I need to quit falling from the fucking GameStop bundles. But like, that's literally the only way I can get my systems. I got my Series S through a bundle too. Dumbest decision I ever did. I honestly could have waited for that Series S, bro. Like with my Series S bundle, I got Watch Dogs 3 or whatever the hell, like the newest Watch Dogs and Gears Tactics. And they were acting like that bundle was a $260 games, bro. Those games were mediocre as shit. I didn't play either of them. I gave both of those codes away. And then they gave you a headset. Like, dog. GameStop has the worst fucking bundles possible. Now that I'm thinking about it, I have bought 3 of my system through GameStop bundles. It is terrible, all right? It is fucking bad. I don't know why they get my money still, but they still get my fucking money to this day. I have no idea why, bro. I bought the first Switch that we bought for our house. It is Morgan's now. Shout out You Love Mo. We bought a Switch, and that was a bundle, bro, where you had to get the Switch, 2 games. We actually got the one with 3 games, and like with that, you got 3 games with the fucking Splatoon gun, water gun, and then a Zelda backpack, my dude. Like, bro, they should be throwing shit in there that nobody buys. Anyways, Sony needs to worry about trying to find a way to get their console out there more for people who want them. If that means putting out a PS5 Slim, or just finding a way to like lower the quality to get out these systems, because a lot of people still are playing games off their PS4s because they can't get the PS5. It's a shame, but I think they should be more scared that people are going to go to Xbox for that reason. I don't think gamers nowadays, like a lot of people, I think Call of Duty is still one of the best arena shooters. Would you call it arena? I think Call of Duty is still one of the top shooters of this time. Still, Like, I think it's due time that, like, nobody really fucks with it anymore. But as of now, what do we have? You have Halo, laid an egg. Unless the BR comes out for Halo, I just really don't see people trying to go back and give it another chance. Battlefield is slowly but surely working on things, but a lot of people don't want to go back to Battlefield either. So, like, you got COD, and that's owned by Xbox. And it's a good game. I wouldn't say good. I played Vanguard. I liked it. I fucked with it. The reason I get on Call of Duty, but like this might be different for everybody. People get on Call of Duty just to kill stuff. Like, Call of Duty is the most brain dead game that anybody could pick up and just be good at shooter wise. So, like, I'll get on Call of Duty and just, like, not really care. I just want to run around and shoot stuff. It doesn't matter if I die. It doesn't matter. Like, it's just like whatever, bro. Like, that's the reason I play Call of Duty. Warzone's fun. Warzone's fun if you play the smaller map. I think it's called, I don't know what it's called. I played it so many times. But it's cool. Like, the smaller maps are fun. They're okay. But that's a free-to-play game. You can play that on any system as of now. I just, with Sony coming out and saying that they're scared of people, like, going to Xbox for COD, I just don't think that'd be the reason to, in my head, it could be different. I just don't see people buying the Xbox for Call of Duty. But I do feel like people will buy the Xbox for Game Pass, which will have Call of Duty on there. Because Microsoft literally has this in their head that they are literally making their system and their platform for families. They want people to get the subscription base for the Game Pass, play whatever you want, cloud gaming, install whatever you want, have a load of games on there, and just have a catalog of that. Versus, like, Call of Duty. I think there's plenty of shooters out there to where they don't have to worry about that. Them coming out and saying that is just kind of crazy. Like, Sony has plenty of games too. Like, Sony has arguably the best single player titles out of the three systems, but that's opinion based, because I think Nintendo comes out with a lot of good single player games as well. The problem with Nintendo is I feel like Nintendo don't take a lot of risk, and they just kind of recycle the same formula over and over and over and over and over again until people finally get tired of it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, guys. I honestly don't feel like they should be nervous. But I mean, Call of Duty is the best shooter right now. Off the top of my head, okay, when I say shooter, I'm talking strictly arena, because a lot of you guys could say, like, oh, Apex, but, like, that's a battle royale. I'm not talking about the battle royale. I'm talking about Call of Duty, the arena shooter, search and destroy, all that good stuff. And then also what I do want to talk about, it is confirmed that Call of Duty isn't going to be releasing a game every year. Instead, they're going to release premium DLC. And I am not mad at this at all. And let me give you a reason why. The reason I'm not mad at this is literally because I think that it's good that they don't do that and release a game every year, because when they release a new game every year, I think people have the expectation that things are going to change, things are going to get better. Oh, this is different this time. Their favorite content creators are telling them, like, this is the game, and then it just doesn't come out the way they want to, and they're $60 out. Versus, like, if they just pay a little bit, like if they pay $30 and you get, let's say, 6 new maps, a few new guns, a new zombies map, that'd be cool. I'd be okay with that, because that's how it was back in the day when I was a kid. Back when I played Call of Duty World at War, I was in the 6th grade. They came out with DLCs like every few months, but they were also releasing a new game every year, I think. Like, I remember they had about 3 DLCs, and I bought them all, but they were $10, and it's like, that's fine. You're putting out new maps. You're putting out new content. You're putting out new zombies. I wasn't mad at it. You had a playlist where it was literally just the new maps. I think it will be good and it will be a change of things. The things I don't want Call of Duty, and this is where they completely can fuck everything up. Do not, I repeat, do not make us pay for a DLC and put old ass maps in there. I will not fucking pay for that. I promise you, if they do that shit, I will not fucking pay for that. Call of Duty is notorious for fucking that. They love to put Nuketown in every single game. They love to put maps from Modern Warfare 2 because it's, in quote, nostalgia. Fine. Like, I love the Modern Warfare 2 maps. I think I talked about this on the pod before. But don't fucking release them, like, all the time. Like, I want Call of Duty to do better. They make so much money, y'all. We're talking billions and billions of dollars to just make a higher resolution of high rise? For what? We want something new. We want something better for the new generation. How long is it going to be to where we just keep on releasing the same shit? Y'all feel me? Let me know how y'all feel about that too, man. Like I said, I could be excited about it, but hopefully it is what I think it is. We've been going pretty deep, man. We about 31 minutes deep. We got a few more topics that I do want to talk about. The second game I want to talk about is Multiverses, man. Specifically, I want to talk about the Multiverses, the game, and then I want to talk about the new Twitch tool that comes with it that I think a lot of games should pick up and actually use to their advantage. If you guys don't know what Multiverses is the game by Warner Brothers, and it's a new fighting game, free to play. You can get it on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, all that shit. I think you can get it on Switch too. This is one of the best fighting games I played in a while. The formula, I would say, like, to give you guys a little bit of the rundown, it's sort of like Super Smash Bros. The way they have like the combos and the map setup and the up airs, the down airs, the way you hit the combos. But there's also perks in the game, so you can set up perks to give your character certain abilities and make them play a little bit differently. And the character selection is very good. And I think the reason this game could do so many big numbers is, one, it is free to play, which is I am 100% down for. You do have to buy characters, unfortunately, but from what I played for the past few hours is I'm pretty sure you can grind them out with coins or just buy them. Which I'm not really opposed to. As long as it's not like super good characters or behind paywalls and shit like that. Like, hopefully the game gets balanced out and it's not, you don't have to worry about like someone just buying the best character and just fucking you up. But that's how all games are. Like your League of Legends, your Valorant, Apex, all those characters you got to pay to play. Not pay to play. I'm sorry, that's a bad word to say. You got to pay to use or grind out to buy. I'm not mad about it. I think you should do it like that. And just make it free to play. Try it out. If you like it, then you can buy more characters and shit. What do I want to say? But it's cool, man. I played for a few hours, man. I was rocking Finn for a little bit. I'm actually gonna record some gameplay for Multiverses to put into this, so you guys can check it out. But I was rocking Finn, man. I was having an absolute fucking blast with this game. Finn's very good. He has like an up air where you could like swing your backpack around. Backpack. Just swing it around. And it was cool, man. The game's cool. Like I said, it's a free-to-play fighting game, kind of like Super Smash Bros. You get perks. But what was I saying? I think I got sidetracked. It's by Warner Brothers. So the characters are in the game are really, really good. Or just like they're very cool. So like as of right now, you get characters like Batman, Superman, Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, Velma, Finn from Adventure Time, Jake the Dog, Iron Giant, you get Tasmanian Devil, Bugs Bunny, LeBron James is in the game now. the possibilities they could get with these characters based on licensing and shit like that. I think Rick and Morty is already announced for the game too. I think this has potentially one of the Super Smash Bros. Or Smash might be sweating over there. Nintendo better get it together, man. I think it's time for something like this, man. I'm excited for it. And I also want to bring up the new Twitch tool that comes with this. So they released a new tool for Twitch to where it's like an add-on or like just like a tool where they could like do games with viewers and stuff like that. So basically how it works is basically you could put the add-on on your Twitch and people could type in a command and they could play with you, and then like it makes it way easier to do the viewer games. For multiverses content creators, that's awesome. And I think every game should try and implement something like this, because we all know as content creators, if you are a content creator, you do know using another program for your playing with viewers is kind of having your mods on. Trust me, I have been in the process of it, and I still haven't gotten it down to a T. So having something that does that for you and hopefully make it easy to invite people and stuff like that, I'm for it. I think it's so cool. But guys, this isn't paid. This isn't an ad or anything, but y'all should definitely go check out Multiverses, man. It's been one of the funner fighting games that I've been playing. It's cool, man. I've been rocking with Finn, man. Hit me up, man. Hit me up if you guys trying to get into some games. The next topic I am going to get into is, damn, this is actually going up tomorrow. I did not even think about it, man. August 3rd, Pokemon is having a Nintendo Direct. So basically, they're going to be talking about everything Pokemon tomorrow. And I'm excited. I think Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is going to be a great game, especially if they took implements from Arceus and they improved on everything. This game's going to be great. What I think they're going to announce for the game, they're probably going to announce some new mons, maybe updates on what the bad guys are going to be like. Nothing too I just don't see them talking about anything too crazy. We'll probably get more of like what the story's about, and then a few new mons, and probably what the rivals are and stuff like that. So we're getting that tomorrow. I'm excited for that, and basically all I have for that. And I want to talk about Splatoon 3, because Splatoon 3 is coming right around the corner, and I'm excited about that too. I'm going to be getting Splatoon 3 day one. I think, let's see when that's coming out. I'm going to look it up real quick. Yeah, so Splatoon 3 is coming out in September 9th. So we have, how many days? We got a month left, but it's going to be cool, man. I'm excited for that game too. I really don't know where I was going with this topic, man. Take what you guys want for this, but we have Splatoon 3 coming out and Pokemon. I guess I could talk about why I'm excited for Splatoon 3, or what I'm expecting. Which I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to say. I'll say it. I'm gonna play Splatoon, man. I'm excited. I think for this being like, I guess I want to say like Nintendo's shooter. I'm excited for it. I'm hoping I probably won't play the campaign, but the one thing about the game is the grinding and all that stuff. So hopefully the game is just fun. I'm excited for it. I have high expectations on it. Hopefully it's a little different from Splatoon 2. The one thing I did like about the Splatoon games when I did play them, because I did play Splatoon 1 and 2 for a decent amount of time actually, is I did like the little it's simple. It's like a simple thing, but I did like the little challenges they did, like team pizza or team hamburgers. And you would pick one, and then it was like, oh, every time you win a game, that goes for team pizza or team hamburger. And then like whoever wins gets like an award or shit like that. That is something I love, and I hope they keep on doing that. They don't change a thing on that, because that's like it rewards you for, and rewards other people's for playing the game. And it goes towards something, versus like I think I've seen 2K do it a few times too, where they do like team red and team blue, and it was like whatever team you play for and however many park games you win, you can win certain amount of VC, and I think that's cool. So hopefully we see more of that. I know they're coming out with like their own version of zombies, like Nazi zombies or whatever it'd be called. So I'm excited for that. But me and my fiance, we're geeked about this this new Splatoon game, and that's about it. That's all I have for those two topics. And the last topic I do want to talk about before I head out and I let you guys get on with the rest of your day is I do want to talk about the Quarry and give you guys my review on the game. I was going to do a YouTube video about this, or kind of like make like a video essay about this. I might still make this a YouTube video, or more than not, I wanted to do a video essay for this, but figure why not talk about it on the pod, let you guys know everything, the way I was feeling and whatnot. If you guys haven't played the Quarry yet, you might want to not listen to this part because I am going to put spoilers into it. I have to kind of give you my review. But I am going to get into it real quick. So if you guys don't know what the Quarry is a game by Supermassive Games, and it's basically a interactive horror game. What an interactive horror game is, basically it's a game where basically your decisions matter, and it's like a story, and you basically get to pick between decision A and decision B, and based on what decisions you make decides the outcome of a game. If you guys know what Until Dawn is, this is basically the spiritual successor of that. So not basically like Until Dawn 2. It's basically like that, but not called that. And yeah, it's a horror game. It's about 10 hours long. I'd say a little bit longer based on like how long you make a decisions about that. It's an 8-player co-op game, so you can play with other people too, and decide outcomes together. I have not tried that or watched videos on that yet. I was gonna watch RDC World do that to see how that kind of played out, because I didn't know like if it was like a voting system or if it was like how it went, if like certain people voted or whatever like that on a certain decision, or if like, oh, I picked this character so I don't know. So I will say I don't know exactly how that works. But basically the whole glimpse of the Quarry is to give you guys a little rundown of what it's about. It's basically there are, I want to say, I don't want to get it wrong, I think there's 8 counselors, and basically summer camp just got over and you're getting ready to leave summer camp because you are a bunch of counselors and you got done watching kids and you're getting ready to leave because summer's over, camp's over, all that stuff. And basically you can't. There's reasons why you can't. But at this certain camp, supernatural stuff has been going on. More specifically when there's a full moon. When there's a full moon, stuff has been going on. Weird stuff has been going on. People have been dying. So these counselors don't essentially know that. They just think it's an absolute like, oh, it's a myth. It's something to scare kids, like a campfire story type thing. The only reason that they kind of heard about this is one of the members, Ryan, was actually listening to a podcast, and basically it's called I think the Hackett's Quarry, the horror of Hackett's Quarry or something like that. And basically your whole aspect of the game is to try and survive and making your way out and figuring out what is going on at the camp with certain scenarios and stuff like that. I will say a few positives about the game, and then I will get into the negatives. The positives I will say about the game, it was a good game. I really enjoyed the game based on the characters. I really like the characters. They had a really good cast for the game. They had, I think his name is Justice Smith from, I think he's from the Pokemon movie or Detective Pikachu movie. They had one of the characters from Evil Dead. They had Brenda Song in the game. They had a really good list. I don't want to go through everybody, but everybody has been in like really, like we're talking like Star Trek, Evil Dead, Pokemon, Detective Pikachu movie, and Brenda Song is Brenda's song. I think everybody loves Brenda's song. So a really, really good cast and lineup. And each character had their own different type of personality that I really enjoyed. So like you can relate with certain characters based on how they were. So like Ryan, I considered more to be the leader. Ryan was a lot more calm. He investigated a lot of stuff. He used his brain for certain things. And then you had like Brenda Song's character, Caitlin, who was more of like a leader, where it's like, okay, this is what we're doing. You go here, you go there. We need to do this. We need to figure out that. You had like your jocks, your like I think his name was Nick. It was Jacob. It was Jacob. Jacob was the jock, and he was just like playing out stupid, but it makes the game funny because the interactions are way more funny. It's not all serious all the time. It has a little bit of funniness and jokingness to it, and I think it was cool off that. What will I say? I'll get into a negative right away. I don't feel like the game. I don't feel like the game, when you made certain decisions that didn't matter. Let me adjust that. That didn't matter. So like certain things like, oh, you chose to kiss this player, or you chose to do this with this character, or whatever, it really affected the game. The only time where it feels like the game was ever affected is if you pick the wrong choice for death situations. Which Until Dawn, what I really liked about Until Dawn, which I never played personally, I watched hella videos on it because I always wanted to play that game, but I never had a PS4 to play it. The thing about that game that I really liked is that when you had certain things, you had a mishap with one of the players, and it's like you tell a player like fuck you. Like, I'm not saying that's what really was said. It affected your guys' friendship. So it's more of like, oh, I'm not gonna go with you because like fuck you, I don't care if you die. I wanted more of that versus like, I think these scenarios are more planned out, who goes where, who does what, who likes who. It's already predetermined script. I felt like it should have been more not that way. I don't know. That's just me personally. You guys can let me know how your experience is. But in the game, there's 100 different endings that could possibly happen based on how many people could die, who you can save, who you can't save, different decisions, different dialogue, stuff like that. I personally only played the game one time. I don't know why they put in the game like a bunch of different endings. Personally, I'm not gonna play a game more than one time. I get that it has more endings, but like, I'm cool with my one playthrough. This is what I got. I'll watch someone else play something if I want to really know what happens. That's fine with me, honestly. But I played it my one time. My shit happened. I kind of went... Okay, so I lied. I kind of went back and did the last chapter because I had a lot of people die for very stupid reasons that I'll get into. Another positive in the game is... I don't know if I'm repeating myself when I say the script was very good. The story itself was very good. I like the interactions. I like the first few chapters of the game. It's the ending that really kind of pisses me off. I think the game leads you up so much, and then like the ending happens, and then the suspense is like, you're like, you kind of sit there and you're like, that's it? I think that's one of the problems with the game that I had the most, was it was like, this is so good, I'm having fun, this is funny, this is suspenseful, I just saved somebody. Then you get to the end, and the end happens the way it does, and you're just like, that's it? it could have been. It just felt like it could have been way better. But at the same time, I did really like the story for what it was. I just don't know what I want to say about this, bro. Like, cause I don't want to keep on repeating the same thing. Cause like I don't know how to say this without saying like it's good, but it's bad. Like it's just like it's somewhere in the middle. Like I really enjoyed it, but then also I just know the potential for it to be better could have been there too. Like I said, like the characters are really cool, the interactions are funny. One negative that I will say is I really wish the sprint button was there. They kind of have some sort of a sprint button, but you really didn't run. Like it didn't even feel like you were running. I did try to sprint a little bit, and it's just like kind of like a brisk walk. I never really liked that. I want to be able to like move as fast as I can if I want to. There's collectibles and stuff that you can collect. Like it was cool for what it was. And the ending it's just really the ending could have been so much better. I think that's just what the most disappointing thing about this game is. I just felt like the ending was so much better. Like, or it could have been better. It just didn't pan out the way it was. And I will say some of the scenarios in there are very cool where it's like, okay, cool, I escaped this. I escaped death. That feels good, man. I feel great. I was like, let's fucking go. But there are times where it's like that. What really pissed me off about the game was I would die and lose someone based off like a one answer. So like there was a time where I won't say who to spoil it. I was one person and I literally picked one answer. It was like stay on the island or go somewhere. And I picked, I'm not staying here. I'm going to go help everybody else because everybody else is over there. And I went to go do that and then I died. And it was like, it didn't, like, I hated that part so much because it was like I suffered by making a one choice answer. It wasn't like I didn't even have a way to get out of it. And that's the thing that pissed me off the most. And then there was also, what part in the game was it that really made me mad? Like that was the main thing. It was just like, cause there was a time too in the game where it was like, I made one wrong choice. Cause I remember replaying this part of the game because I was at a point to where like, I was like two characters died at the same time. Because if you let one character die, the other character is going to die with it. And you can make a bad choice a minute or two ago that will fuck up the whole fucking sequence if you make one wrong direction. Because I made the same direction that I made, and even if you try to escape or try to hide somewhere else, you die. That person dies. And it's like, bro, like, so you're telling me a decision I made 2 minutes ago is going to affect the decision now? Crazy. And I will also say there are reasons why I made a decision that I did at the end, because to give you more of the story, basically, the thing that's been going around the camp is actually werewolves, and werewolves are made by basically you get infected if you get bitten. So if one person gets bit, they turn into a werewolf. If another person gets bit, they turn into a werewolf. So in order for you to not be done with being a werewolf, you have to kill the person that bit you. And long ago, before Hackett's Quarry was even a thing, one of somebody in the Hackett family let this wolf out of this cage. This circus act let this thing out of a cage, and it bit them. Like, why did you do that? Why would you, like, bro? Like, people are like, that is, and I was like, in my head, I let so many people die because I was like, yo, that's your fucking fault. I'm not going to shoot this thing because you made the stupid decision to let this thing bite you. You let it loose. He was in his cage, not bothering anybody. You set a fire, burned some shit down to fucking let this thing out of a cage to bite you? That's your fault, fam. It's your fault. I didn't want to kill him. But not killing him fucked up everybody else. So it was just, overall, the ending stunk to me. The game is good. Ending sucked. I know I'm saying a lot of bad things about it, but that's the thing with these reviews is I'm not going to sit there and sugarcoat everything. It wasn't a very scary game. The blood was there. I had a few jump scares that kind of got me. But the horror, if you're looking for a horror game, it has a little bit of horror in it. The jump scares are there. There is blood. There is suspenseful moments that I did enjoy, and that's one thing I say I enjoyed about the game is the suspenseful moment. It's cool. I can fuck with it. So I did like it for that. If you guys want a nice game to play, it is getting discounted as we speak. I think it's about $40 right now. So if you do want to play it, it's on all platforms. So another thing I will say that's a negative that just reminded me. If you guys are going to play this game, make sure you guys set it to max 30 frames, because you would think like, why wouldn't I set it at 60 frames? It's basically a movie, so you basically want to play it at 30 frames. If you don't, your game's gonna lag out like fucking crazy. I put all my settings on low, max at 30 frames, VSync off. I was having trouble streaming this game and playing it with certain settings. It just completely bugged the hell out of my game. So I will say that is a negative. It takes a lot of power to run this game, especially with the visuals and stuff that it has. I will say be on the lookout for that. I have a 3070 and it did that while I was streaming. So, and I know a lot of other content creators that had that problem. So, make sure you be on the lookout for that. And it did have visual lag and audio lag too. I don't know if they're going to fix that with a patch or something like that. Damn, I am really, really going off on this game. I did not, for like a game like Death's Door that I did a review on, I literally sat there and said 0 bad things about it. And then this game that probably cost more to make and was probably and I just sit there and I fucking complain about it and I pick at. Because that's the thing is I feel like I would recommend this game, but like it's not perfect and play at your risk type thing. If I had to rate it on a scale from 1 to 10, I'd honestly give it a 7. Like I said, the game is good. I had a good time playing everything. The ending was not where I wanted it to be. And honestly, with the problems that it had, with the visual and the audio, you got to knock down points for that. So that's my that's my Quarry review, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, man. With that being said, guys, we have been talking for about an hour now. I appreciate everybody who kicked it this far, man. I'm going to go ahead and end it on this note because I do want to get this up for you guys as soon as possible. This is going to be my first piece of content returned back to everybody. So my return starts now. Make sure you guys check me out on Twitch and all my social medias, man, at YouLoveNicktana, twitch.tv/YouLoveNicktana on Twitch. Like I said, I stream Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Hopefully I can more, because I'm definitely gonna have to do that now that I got the time. But seriously, thank you guys for everything, man. That concludes episode 19 of Tana's Eye View. Like I said, if you guys could do me the biggest of favors, man, like if you guys want to do anything free to support me, literally just click the 5 stars or click a review. Give me your feedback on the platform. It literally takes seconds and it helps me so fucking much, especially as a content creator of my size. I wouldn't say I'm a small content creator, but anything helps, man. Seriously. It means the world to me. Seriously, it does. Because you get more people involved, it helps more people find me, and we can grow the community based on that, and then that means more content. So it takes 2 seconds, it's free. Make sure you guys do that. Also, I would recommend you guys check out the YouTube to see everything that I do. All my reviews, all that good stuff is on YouTube. Just look up YouLoveNicktana, all that stuff. My podcast, my visual version's on there, so if you guys want to see that, you guys can. And with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and head out. I'm going to go play some multiverses now and get some visuals for the pod, man, and get this out for you guys. But seriously, thank you guys for everything, man. I'll catch you guys next time because we're going to be fucking consistent from now on. From here on out, Nicktana's back. Thank you guys for all the love. Again, episode 19, Tana's Eye View. We out. Peace out, guys. Love you. Tell someone you love them.